That was close. Yeah. Okay, first tree of the morning. Big fir leaning up the hill. I'm gonna try to throw it sideways here. And my second day on my new saw, 592. And this time I got the heated handlebars. I'll switch there for the heated handlebars. And I used the wrong glue. I have tennis racket handle tape on here, and then over top of that I got hockey stick tape. But the glue that I used was the wrong glue, so I had to temporarily use some electrical tape to hold it from this padding sliding down. But I had trouble starting it this morning. Second day on the saw, and it wouldn't start. It only had like half throttle. It wouldn't rev up. And it is now, but for the longest time, and then I think maybe I flooded it. I don't know, it was, yeah, frustrating, but I got the undercut out of this one here. Big fir, got the back cut started, wedges in there. It's a big, tall fir. It's probably like 4 feet, so it's not that big, but it's really tall, eh? Really tall, and I got all this understory and saplings all dumped down out of the way. And then that snag leaning up the hill, so I got to open up all of this here so I can dump that snag, but I got to get this thing here first. I don't want to get this right at the end of the day, so I left it for the morning. And I just spent the rest of the day yesterday just opening it up some more. But the only problem is when I drop this, if it goes where I plan to, and it drops right here, then it's going to be sketchy bucking this thing because I get all this saplings and understory here. So the log's going to be up in the air, and it might be some sketchy. Might not be able to buck it safely, so, but won't know until I get out there and measure it and see where my cuts are going to be. But it's just finish this thing. Hopefully I don't have to wedge it because I don't have this is my last store-bought axe. It's just been in my garage for the last year, just sitting there. So I brought it out, and I got my homemade axe up at the road up there. So I'll see how long that lasts. Okay, I'll find a good spot for you guys. Maybe I'll just put you right here for now. Don't really have any good spot for the camera, but for now, I'll just put you right here. Let me just adjust. And my partner, he's another side of a leaf patch over there. There's a draw between us. Yeah. So we got some good distance. Hopefully, I don't have to wedge this thing. We'll see how it goes. Oh, another thing. So I got the high side cut up first, and I want to leave as much holding wood on the low side because I don't want this thing to break off early and go up the hill, like higher up the hill than my aim. So I want to leave as much holding wood as I can on the low side. Looked like it was lifted. I'll just see here what the wedges are doing. Oh yeah. They're going in. Easy with the PowerWedge. Yeah. Not that I'm biased or anything. Okay, I got that pretty tight. Cut some more on the low side. I got lots on the low side still, but I just don't want to cut too much still, so just take my time here. Plus my bag is up the hill, so if it breaks off right up the hill, I might hit my bag. I don't think so though. Seems pretty solid. There's not much rot that I could find when I was cutting it. Seems like a nice healthy tree. Yeah, PowerWedge makes it easy. There she goes. Let's get over here. Guess maybe I could have left the camera there, I wasn't sure. It was gonna fall off when the ground shook there. You know, everything's all interconnected, eh? Look at that spider. I hate spiders. But yeah, look at solid piece of wood. It's not that big, it's like, let's go from the widest part. From here. See how I left a big pocket of holding wood over there? 4'8" by 4 feet probably. Yep, solid. Nice high grade piece of wood. Well, that should be easy enough to buck. He was just worried for nothing. And yeah, more or less went where I wanted it to go. Yeah, the aim was right here, like that. With the heavy uphill lean, man, that's pretty good. Anything below that snag, I would have been happy. Yeah, right on. All thanks to, I don't have a new clean one here, but right here, PowerWedge. It's got a thinner taper, eh? The taper's thinner, so it makes wedging easier. Get more lifting power. Yeah, you might have to double them up sooner than other wedges, but that still makes it easier to wedge. Because, you know, you won't lift it as high because it's thinner on the fat end here than other wedges. But it's way easier to wedge. Way easier. Yeah. Okay. That thing's not going to move in a bucket, so I'm not going to film it. There's my sideline right there. I got just a pocket here. There's a sideline there. I've already reached the sideline over there. I got some real tall fir here mixed in this understory. They're all understory. Understory is basically trees that have no value. They're not big enough to have any value yet, but they're tall. They're skinny and tall. Yeah. So it's just been a pain here yesterday opening up. There was no natural hole, so everything was like Velcro stuck together. I had to dump a bunch down into there. And then I dumped, on this side here, I dumped all this down in this spot here. I had to try and make it work and had to go, I could get a couple short stubby snags. Well, short as in still 20 feet tall, but old growth snags, had to go dump. They're gonna have to, the hook tender's gonna have to, like, I don't know, climb up a tree to get some lift. Maybe. I mean, well, if you think there's the road up there, and the top of the tower is probably like right up there, right? There's a road down there, top of the tower. So yeah, might have enough lift. Put the tail hold on this stump, I suppose. I thought that he might have to climb a tree to get some lift, but yeah, I guess it'll work still. Yeah. Might have to choke some wood. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next big one here. Yeah, that made the biggest high grade grade break, 30-inch grade break. So everything, priority is grade breaks, not length. What's going on here? Is that right? Yeah. Look at that. Nice high grade piece of wood. Yeah, it's all about grade breaks, because the price per meter, if you drop down to the lower grade, it's like $50 or something. So it's a lot of money. If you buck just under the grade break, if you're just under, come back a length so the diameter is bigger, so you get the higher diameter for high grade break, and then even though the log's shorter, so it's worth more. So it just takes a minute or two just to double check your lengths in the bucking card, and you'll add tons of value to your log, and that's what they want. So yeah, I'll finish this one here. Nothing's gonna move, won't be interesting. So I don't know, maybe that snag when I get around to that one. Like I said, I gotta open up a hole right here. It's got a big uphill lean to it. Yeah. Yeah, you see how it's all rotten on the backside, all big cat faced. So I couldn't put any holding wood. I couldn't aim it this way because there's no holding wood. Wouldn't have been enough. And it had a pretty good downhill lean, so I would have broke off, I figure. So I figured try and go with lean and try and put it right there, but it went right there. That's good enough. Yeah. I don't know, like 2 feet at the butt, maybe 2.5 feet. Not that big, but tall. Yeah, pretty easy going right now. What I did is I only took one log off of this one. I went up to where the cat faced stopped, and the wood was quite solid. You see it's solid, but it's about 18 meters roughly to the top, and I left it all one full length. Because the top is over the leaf patch there. There's a boundary, so that when the yarder comes, they can pull the whole thing out. Yeah, but yeah, it's going pretty good.